If you could go back in time 10,000 years ago and make a cave painting to confuse everyone in the future, what would you draw? A dinosaur holding a human by a leash. Then some kind of human uprising against the dinosaurs. You could take that even further. Start with spaceships landing on Earth and dinosaurs walking out of the ships. Then show humans trying to greet them with gifts and open arms. Then have the dinosaurs chase the humans down, killing some and catching others in nets. Then have the human unleash the uprising with the dinosaurs getting back in their ships and flying away. Top it all off with some sort of prediction stating that they will return and we must be ready. Throw in the name of some guy currently working at a Little Caesars as the only one who can lead the armies of humanity to victory over the Saurian hordes. Considering that I have zero skills in art, I would probably end up drawing a stick figure riding a skateboard. Art is hard while riding a skateboard. A diagram of the solar system with an X through Venus. Or draw a planet where the asteroid belt is, so people will think it got older and a DNA strand. The best answer, because DNA is a discovery, not an invention. If the picture were, say, a car, some would say the picture influenced someone to build a car. Can it do that with a discovery? How about an accurate map of the Americas then? Drawn in Europe? Bruh, that shit would probably make the scientific community and historians go crazy. Especially if it's in somewhere like Asia or Africa. A map of the world. Save them some trouble with sailing, and would freak them the hell out. A map of the world, but with a new continent in the Pacific. Well, when does this painting get discovered? Whenever your sweetheart desires it to. I'd write Bush did 9/11, and I want it to be discovered the week before 9/11. What if Bin Laden found it in one of their caves? Solar system model. Just throw in 1 or 2 extra planets in the near habitable zone. Just for fun. Add planets that are titled Ergadur's Planet So with drawings of aliens. A planet called home where the asteroid belt is located. Something really precise as a prediction, and then all predictions after something that makes no sense at all. Like a depiction of 9/11, and then chickens taking over the earth. Have chickens re-evolve into dinosaurs and prove they were playing the long con. Chicken. I can raise and lower my evolution at will. Us. Why would you want to lower your evolution? Chicken. So I can raise it. I would paint a picture of me pointing at a cave drawing. That way when I get back to the future and me and my group find the drawing, it will look like the prophecy is complete. Caveception. The Windows critical error symbol. Binary script. It will be nonsense until computers are created. Then it will be decoded. It will just say time travel bitches. Unless they decide to convert it into its number equivalent instead of ASCII characters and are just left with a confusing integer. They will have plenty of time to figure it out. The Simpsons. About time someone predicted them for a change. The periodic table. But have parts missing, and have it be kinda sloppy and a few switched around, so that it seems a caveman was actually figuring out all the element instead of some all-knowing being just writing them there. Yeah. It'd be sloppy, but still arranged according to atomic numbers. Would totally mess with them if cavemen knew about subatomic particles. Yeah, and maybe even add an extra row just to mess with them. A recreation of the pictures of the atomic bomb going off. Announcing the Fallout game series. Good choice, good choice. My full name, address, phone number, picture of my house and a meetup date. That would be my birthday. So many people would come to my birthday party. I would paint a diagram of the pyramids being used as grain silos. Make sure to even write something using hieroglyphs too. But the cave you do this in is in the North America. The S thing everyone drew in middle school but no one knows where it came from. If this is known as the saddest bootstrap paradox. The best thing about bootstrap paradoxes is that they can actually work, you know, once they pull themselves up. It'd have to be a pictures. It'd scroll prophetic messages all over the wall that cryptically warn of events in the future. Then come back and watch the conspiracies that pop up over it. It'd be more than theories. If you describe things that actually happened like the Holocaust or nuclear energy or hentai, by the time you come back an entire religion will have popped up and you can start adding some stupid shit knowing that we'll all believe it. One of those things is not like the others. Yeah, the nuclear energy dose note start with an H. Particle accelerator blueprint. Start memorizing. A crude painting of a British police box. Donna it forget era but Waltho. John Titor was here. Well, assuming I can go back with reference materials. A binary program which would display the text hello world. Think anyone would figure it out? Alternatively the music notes to play the Terminator theme. I would draw a plane or some other vehicles like cars and motorcycles. Ancient aliens would love you. Shrek and it be discovered after the second movie was out in theaters for 2 months. Or, to merge this with some other ideas in the comments. Some cave dwellers meeting aliens. But all the aliens are Shrek. If you have any stories, please share them in the comments section below. The horizon with a few full moons above a setting sun. A banana duct taped to a wall. I'd draw a series of pictures representing a boy falling into a gorilla enclosure and a gorilla getting shot and the world freaking the fuck out. Thanks for the memories. I miss that being the worst thing going on in the country. Thanks for the memories. Even if they weren't so great. I'd draw the Enterprise. Also next to it. And handprint with a Vulcan salute D. An exact copy of this post. Along with the link to the post below the picture. And my username. I would like it to be discovered a day after I commented. We'll be seeing you in the news tomorrow. The coordinates of the cave and the date the measurement system was implemented. I would paint humans flying around by flapping their arms. Make people think we lost our ability to fly over time. What? In our culture we did fly. It is still in the movies. A really well hung mammoth. A hunky mammoth. Not paint. Says. I will literally write random names of very known people and specify how they died. Like a couple of celebrities or historical people, something like this. King Louis XVI of France. Guillotined on January 21st, 1793 in Paris. Adolf Hitler. Killed himself at the age of 56 the 30th of April 1945 in Berlin, Germany. Jeffrey Epstein. Definitely didn't kill himself. The list would go on and on like this for dozens of names from various people. Just imagine how much everyone would freak out. Then start making them up for the future and watch them freak out even more. A small disclaimer at the bottom of the list. Was not sure if this is the right timeline. These people might not exist here. Satellite crashed SOS. Tentacle hentai intricately painted. Imagine. Scientists and archaeologists studying the paintings. Edit. Below the tentacle painting. A drawing depicting the North Atlantic Ocean showing the Bermuda Triangle will really spice things up. Ah. I see you are a man of culture as well. E=mc. You might as well go further into equations. The Schrödinger equation or anything to do with black holes would be even weirder to find as cave paintings. Flying saucers and little green aliens being greeted by humans. Like leave a random bunch of black and white dots in a matrix and let each coming civilization interpret it. Something like the ruins of Alphen Crystal. A YouTube link that turns out to be the link for Wonderwall. Why not Rickroll? I'd draw people fighting wars over toilet paper. People would laugh. Then this year the prophecy would come true. All your base are belong to us. Supposing that the cave is isolated and won't be discovered until modern times, I'd make a complex writing system and just write spoilers for Marvel movies, Vines and John Mulaney quotes, but also leave it as obvious as possible that it can be translated. Batman dies in Endgame. Maybe like a simple drawing of a car. I think that would be really confusing. A super detailed mural of space travelers landing and having sex with all the native animals, then leaving and broadcasting the result on intergalactic TV. Ancient aliens would love you the most. Probably a dig butt. I'd do a Kilroy was here. Little more niche but much more confusing if it was in Germany. A Hitler stash over a swastika with the word Oberwaro in the native language, resulting in people proactively eliminating the dangerous threat of Hinduism through a genocide. A cell phone. Imagine what people would think if they found a cell phone in a cave painting. It would start a lot of shit. I dunno. Wikipedia has ancient art of a laptop w/stylus and sculpture of some guy with a 3DS. HTTPS //endpoint wikipedia.org/wiki/wax_tablet on it and it didn't start nothing. Even this laptop. https://www.nationalgeographic.com.au/history/people think this ancient Greek laptop is proof of time travel. Aspects didn't go far. It only takes a few stern professionals saying actually it's a wax tablet to ruin your glorious art. Maybe the parent comment actually came true. Lol. Carrot. Ed, write the date the cave would be found as Op said it's found when you desire. It will be the 5th of May 1995 and would have drawings and warnings of 9/11, 2020 etc. Modern technology like smartphones and other events to mess people up, and even some non-truth drawings like aliens or some probe. Judging that you can pick where it is, I would pick a deep location which is also isolated, meaning noon cold vented. As the years pass by and they notice the correlations between these and real life events, and then would freak out about the unexplained drawings aka the aliens, and it warn them about Cardi B. 3 dudes playing hacky sack and giving the Urus or Kuro hand signal while sticking out their tongue. 42 with multiple circles and arrows drawn around it. A McLaren F1 peeling out with flames in the wheel tracks. Because how rad is that? Graffiti that says Epstein isn't going to kill himself. Epstein will have wouldn't kill himself. Epstein will wouldn't kill himself. I'd draw a Stargate with the gate addressed to Atlantis below. Sharks in the sky and giant ass spiders with the year labeled 2020. 2020 isn't over yet, and the way things are going. A human with a head on its butt and a butt on top of its neck. The little copper plate they put on the space shuttles in case aliens find them. It's called the Pioneer Plaque. It's a simple drawing. It describes humans, atomic structure, our solar system, etc. It would be crazy if cavemen has that kind of knowledge, let alone coming up with the exact same design. Not a drawing, but a list. A list of names. Elon Musk, Jeff Goldblum, Steve Irwin, Ozzy Osbourne, and your name just to mess people up. Who the fuck is this guy? Penis monsters. I would also write a warning of some kind, like when the sun shines on the hidden shrine, they will rise. A picture of Bob Ross, the TARDIS and the Doctor saving some early humans from a monster. Egg. God was here. An accurate depiction of the solar system and our position in the Milky Way. Then a symbol somewhere on the other side of the galaxy. Then some binary code, Latin, and the local runic script or equivalent spelling error. If you read this, I have been able to return home. Thanks for the hospitality. We'll be back for you when you unite as a species and conquered your system. The Eternal Alliance awaits. Toilet paper with a giant money sign above it. A perfect stone tablet with these words inscribed in it in 2 languages, one which we don't know, and one which is early Latin, saying how the weapons that rain lead down on the sky and the great metal flying machines, as well as the ancient ones, those are the moving images and the long-ranged voice machines. One day these ancient ones drop down the perfect weapon upon these lands, causing it to become unlivable for decades, and killing everything within its range, the Great Nuke. This would be 100,000 years old and would be discovered around now. I was just gonna draw a penis, but yours is better. A spaceship, rocket, map of the world, cell phone, script of every ancient aliens episode, and the wheel will never catch on in perfect English. A quarter code that, when used, links you to Rick Astley is never gonna give you up. Alternatively, a counting system that's clearly binary and a rough blueprint of an arithmetic logic unit, which is in every computer. Edit. Never mind. I'd going to write a prophecy about myself that helps me launch a new world religion based on maximizing birth rates and instilling a deep affection for liberty. Furry porn. Yup, sure. That is just pretty much every cave drawing. We always go back to the basics. Furry porn is classic and obviously natural. An old English police call box. No reason. The periodic table of element, including the ones we started making in labs recently. A DeLorean. I'd draw Hitler and write under it "I accept this man to your arts or lower and boom love saver." Hydrogen atom. SpongeBob being sarcastic. Why oh you can't travel back into me. I imagine two archaeologists stumbling upon my paintings. Being like, sir, look. There are drawings on the wall. Oh my. These look like they are 10 feet 000 years old. But what do they depict? Yes. This is ancient by the looks of. Sir? What are you laughing at? One of them starts losing their shit. I'm not sure. It might just be me but. They look like they are depicting a scientist. With some device. Turning himself into a pickle. Oh my god. They do look like they depict that. This is the funniest shit I've ever seen. Peep the frog. Toilet paper roll in 2020 never forget under it. More like be prepared. Pickle Rick. My Ungabunga tribe will think it is the funniest shit ever. A rocket ship, a gun, and a queen has immortal. Watch it, she might be there to stop you from outing her secret so early. The Doomslayer. Biggest dickus. He had a wife you know. You know what she's called? Incontinentia. I'd write see you in Venus, followed by a drawing of the planet. Avalakua did this in Tower of the Swallows of the Witcher saga. Gerald gave some advice. What else can you think to paint here? Draw a picture of prehistoric hunters with enormous erected penises. That is a good idea. The elf dipped the brush into the paint. Phallic worship was typical of early civilizations. It can also be used to forge the theory that the human race suffers from physical degeneration. The ancestors had phalluses the size of batons. And the descendants had no more than ridiculous tweaks. Vertical bar thank you. Witcher welcome. Order 66. A TARDIS. Painting of fancy well-dressed people sipping champagne and looking at cave paintings. I'd just write 2020 is the end of the world. Now you gotta predict a whole lot of either things first like 9/11 and Hiroshima and the moon landing, then predict the end of the world. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe for more content.